Welcome to the InTalksicated Podcast, a weekly comedy talk show that dives into the personal lives of comedians, experts, and creators. I'm your host, Sarah McClellan, a very amateur stand-up comedian and self-proclaimed sad girl. It's the comedy podcast with a lot of heart. Feel hard and talk hard. This is the InTalksicated Podcast. It's all coming back to me when I hold you like this. When you kiss me like that. They're going like the wind, but it's all coming back to me. Na, 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 na. It's all coming back to me now. Wow. We're just practicing for the next karaoke. Really is what's happening.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the InTalksicated Podcast. What an open. What a confusing open. Listen.
What's happening?
Mercury retrograde, people. It is.
It's a real thing. It's a real thing.
It is real, and it is out in full force. We're back on the InTalksicated Podcast here with producer Sarah.
Hello, everybody.
Are you okay with producer Sarah?
For now, until you find a better name.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the podcast, everyone. How was your week, Sarah?
My week was chaotic, but very good.
Oh my gosh. Truly, I don't think Mercury retrograde has hit anyone harder than you. We won't go into the details as to why.
It was just chaos, all chaos. But today's a new day, so it's all good.
You had a 24 hours that could have been 2 weeks probably.
Exactly. So it's fine. I feel like it's over, knock on wood. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we only have to deal with this until the 18th.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
But what I get from Mercury is over, so it's fine.
Do you think? Or are you just putting it out there to be optimistic that nothing will happen?
It's over. Knock on wood.
Okay. Nothing really too crazy has happened to me. Although, I was just telling Sarah, I feel like I'm having really bad memory issues right now. When we sit down and do these intros, it's kind of fun to talk about, what we got up to that week. And I just sat here going, what did I do? What did I do this week? I actually went to see the amazing John Doerr at Yuck Yucks on Sunday. And have you ever seen John Doerr do stand-up?
I have never.
Oh, he is amazing.
I'm so sad that I missed him.
He did. Well, the thing was, I knew he was at Yuck Yucks, but for some reason in my mind, I thought it was, this would have been Sunday afternoon. I thought it was the next weekend that he was there. So it wasn't really even on my radar. And then I was hanging out with Clifton, shout out Clifton Cremo. And we were just literally sitting here in the living room watching Norm Macdonald's stuff on YouTube. And he goes, oh, shit, the show starts soon. And I go, Sunday Sillies? And he goes, no, John Doerr at Yuck Yucks. And I was like, what? That's tonight? And then I literally just went, are we going? We're going. And I just got my stuff and we just literally left and went to the show. It all happened very fast. But it was amazing. Number one, he did over an hour. He did an hour 20 or something.
Ooh.
Yeah, a long time. But one of my favorite things about watching John Doerr is he's amazing at crowd work and interacting with the crowd, but then also not staying in that for too long and bringing it back to jokes, which I really like. But my favorite part was nearing the end, he turned around and then saw all the comics watching him like he was in some sort of fish tank. Because he didn't realize there was people behind him. He goes, oh shit, there's people back here. Are you guys all comics? And then we just gave the thumbs up. We're like, yeah. And it was just this kind of fun moment because from that point on, he would he would say something and he would like look back at us to see how we would react. It was really like a small thing that like just, it was just really cool. It was just like, yeah, we're all different people. We're all different styles of comedy. We're all different levels of comedy. But like comedy is truly such a bonding thing. Like you can't deny that. Even if things are rough and weird, it's still like when you talk to someone else who does it, you're like, we on the same page. We the same type of person.
Sometimes that's the only thing you have in common with people.
Sometimes that's the only thing you have in common, but the fact that you do the crazy thing like together bonds you. So that was really cool. It was really cool seeing John Doerr. But what about yourself? You had a hotel stay.
I did. Me and my mom rented a hotel downtown, and she got very drunk. And
Did she?
like more drunk than me, and like I go pretty hard downtown. But yeah, she was like, I'm gonna stay out until 1 a.m. I don't want to go back to the hotel before 12 p.m. And I was like, okay, mom. Or 12 a.m. 12 a.m. midnight. And then I was like, okay, mom. And she's like, man, Sarah, I'm so tired. I'm like, mom, it's 10 p.m. And she's like, I think I have to go back to the hotel now. I can't really walk straight.
Oh my gosh, I would have loved to have seen that. Did you just hang out in the hotel room?
No, we went to Antojo's for dinner. And then after Antojo's, we went to the Marchino Social.
Oh yeah, Mercantile.
Marchino Social.
Yeah?
I will forever call it that. And we had some fancy drinks there. And then we went down to Amano and had some drinks there.
That sounds like a time.
I forget where else we went after that. Oh, and then I went into the Bishop's Cellar or whatever it's called down on Bishop's Landing.
Yeah.
And I got us some wine. I was like, Mom, I have 2 cans of wine. And then we went up to the rooftop at our hotel.
Wonderful.
And like had some drinks up there and just hung out. And that's when she was like, I need to go to bed. It's 10 p.m.
See, I love the idea of a staycation like in your own city. I don't know if I'm the type to do something like that because I feel
Really?
I would love to. I think if I were to do it, I would have to like stay with someone. Like not go alone kind of thing. 'Cause
Yeah.
I feel like I would just walk away going, I just spent a lot of money to like stay 10 minutes away from where I live. I feel like the best case scenario is like a place like within an hour away or like kind of out.
Yeah.
Like I would love, oh my God, we gotta mention this. We gotta mention this. I would love to stay at White Point. We're gonna talk with this. So this was the funniest thing I died. I literally died a death. This moment. So me and Sarah, both of us entered this like influencer giveaway contest to like win a stay at White Point, free like it was like a big package. It was like free Botox, cookies, a stay at White Point, and like a gift card to like a store. Like it was like a huge package. Anyways, this influencer like made a point to be like, don't worry, like I will never ask you for credit card information. Just be careful of spammers, right? And I'm out getting lunch and I get an Instagram message from Craving Halifax, who I thought was Craving Halifax. Congratulations, sweetie. You're the winner. To claim your prize, and then like a bunch of steps, like how to claim the prize. I literally saw congratulations. Like I didn't quite see the whole message. Started celebrating. I was just like, oh my God, I'm going to White Point. And in my mind, I'm like, Botox. Like I was more excited about the Botox than the stay. Which, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Right?
It doesn't surprise me.
So then I message Sarah and I go, we're going to White Point. I won the White Point trip. And she says, oh my God, so did I. And then she goes, but mine was spam though. Like, it was just the fact that you said so did I. That it was so comedically, like anyone else would have gone, no, it's a spam. But you didn't mess a beat. You just went, so did I.
Well, like it was all in caps. So I was like, so did I.
Oh my God, it was so funny. And then I went and I sat down at work and I was just like, is this legit? Did I actually win? And all my coworkers are going, Sarah, look, like who messaged you? Can you double check this? And of course I double checked it. And yeah, it was a spammer who messaged a bunch of people trying to get credit card information. And that fucking sucks because you want to know what? I would love to go to White Point.
And get Botox. Mostly get Botox.
This deep wrinkle on my forehead needs some
one
work.
wrinkle.
One wrinkle. But anyways, it was an emotional roller coaster.
It was. I had to get my friend to look at the account too because I did the same thing. I was like, no, she only has 83 followers. This isn't it.
Yeah, it can't be, right?
Right.
But anyways, we have a new episode this week we're very excited about. And a theme of this week's episode is actually we talk a lot about music. So you'll hear who your guest is soon, and you probably know by the title. But We didn't get any voicemails or questions. You guys send those in. What are you doing? What are you waiting for? What do you have to lose? Nothing. No, you know you don't have any shame, right? Like just send them in. What you doing?
What you doing?
Why you so shy?
It's your voice. Come on.
It's your voice.
We're sharing our voice with you. So you can share your voice with us.
That's right. It should be a mutually beneficial relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, so big reminder to send in voicemails and questions to us. But when I was thinking about this intro, I was like, oh, music, you know. And I went on Reddit and I found a cool question that was on Reddit, which was essentially just like, what album do you think is perfect from start to finish? So do you have an album that is that for you? Like from start to first track to last track, perfect.
I have multiple albums.
Ooh.
Anything by Panic at the Disco.
All of their albums. All of them? They're all created equal?
Yes.
You can pick between them? Interesting.
Even though they're all like a little bit different.
Yeah.
But still perfect from beginning to end.
Love that. Was that it? Just Panic at the Disco? Anyone else? We both kind of talked about Taylor Swift here.
Oh, yeah.
And we both kind of agree.
Reputation.
See, Sarah thinks... So here's the thing. I love Reputation. We talk about this in the episode. We go on a big Taylor Swift spree talking about Taylor Swift. I don't think Reputation's perfect because of the song Gorgeous.
You don't like the song Gorgeous?
It's one of the worst ones on there. That's side though.
That's so disappointing.
She gave me such side eye too. I personally think 1989 is more perfect than Reputation. But I will respect your decision because Reputation is in my top 3 of her albums overall.
I do like 1989. I mean, it's almost perfect, but
give it a re-listen and just remember how perfect it really is.
I think you should get Reputation. Listen to Gorgeous 3 times in a row and then tell me it's not perfect.
I mean, it gets in my head, but I just think it's...
Right?
Yeah. Listen. Anyways, listen to this episode. We go on a great kind of whole conversation about Taylor Swift. But I think 1989. And the other one for me would be Third Eye Blind's self-titled first album.
Yeah.
That's such a good one. Yeah. Also Clumsy by Our Lady Peace. Pretty perfect.
Oh my God.
Clumsy. Yes. The whole Clumsy album. I actually saw them do it live. They did a live concert that the whole concert was they just did Clumsy, all the songs from Clumsy.
That's the dream.
Right? I know.
Oh my God.
But you guys, this week's lovely guest, this is a great segue into her because she is an amazingly talented singer-songwriter. This week's guest is the amazing and beautiful and wonderful Jade Bennett. And I have you to thank for this because you kind of were the one who connected me to Jade in the initial days of bringing this podcast back. You suggested her. You know, we featured Jade's song Damned on the first episode with Serena, and she's a friend of yours.
Yeah, she's one of my best friends.
So was that weird seeing her get interviewed on this podcast?
A little.
Was it strange? Yeah.
But I knew that she was going to be good. So
right? And this was such a fun chat. So we talked about a lot of things. The main things I would say that we covered were definitely breakups. We covered breakups, sexuality, and double standards in the music industry. And hearing it from her specifically, she has a lot of opinions and feelings on these things. So it was a really, really fun chat. And you got to check Jade out. She is on Instagram at Bennett Jade. Please look her up on Spotify. Stream her songs. They're so fucking good. We're probably going to lead into the episode with one of her songs too. So we're going to make it really easy for you. Also, Jade is at Nova Scotia Music Week, happening on Saturday, November 6th in New Glasgow, and that's at the Best Western, and I will leave a link to the tickets for that. If you're in the area, you should go and check her out. I absolutely love Jade. I think I have a new friend.
Yeah,
it was
one
of those podcasts that I walked away going, we're better friends now.
Yeah.
You know?
You guys have the same type of personality and same views on things. So
we have very similar, we agree on a lot. And I mostly have this weird dream of just doing karaoke with her someday. So
That dream could be obtained.
that dream could very well be obtained. This was a fascinating episode, and I hope you guys like it. And make sure to follow Intoxicated on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Intoxicated Podcast. Send in your voicemails. Link is in the description for that. And subscribe to the YouTube channel. Leave us a Apple Podcast rating or review, you guys. Do it. Do it. But guys, that's about it. I hope you enjoy this week's amazing episode with the lovely and talented Jade Bennett. Well, let's fucking get into it, shall we? Oh my goodness gracious. This is so exciting. I am so excited to have an amazingly talented lady here today. Wow, what a talent. Singer-songwriter, Jade Bennett. Welcome.
Hi. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh my God. Thank you for being here. This is cool because your song, Damned, we featured on the first episode of the relaunch, and I still fucking jam out to that song.
You
That
do?
is such a good song.
So you're like the one stream?
No, stop it. Stop it.
No, I
well, it
appreciate
should
that.
have more streams. So everyone stop what you're doing right fucking now. And, well, go and like all of her shit on Spotify. Damned. What a song. When did you write that?
I wrote that in like 2016, 2017.
Holy
so
crap,
like
so it's a little older, eh?
It is older.
What
Yeah.
inspired that song? I'm curious.
It's about somebody told me that they loved me like a month into the relationship, and I thought that it was weird, and I didn't know how to respond. So it was like, I'm damned if I say I love them back, but I'm also damned if I don't say I love them back, because then like it kind of makes the relationship awkward moving forward. So that was
That's really soon. Well, is it
crazy.
soon though? I actually, now that I'm thinking of it, how old were you at the time?
I was like 23.
Yeah, that's soon.
I think that's pretty soon.
I feel like when you're older, you can move faster.
It's like I'm
But when
closer
you're
to the
young-
grave. Let's
Yeah.
speed this up.
Yeah. That's really what it is. Did you end up staying with this person?
No.
Do they know that Damn's about them?
No.
Really?
Wait, maybe they did see me play it at open mic, like not long after we broke up.
Is that weird? Like seeing people you know in the crowd
Yes.
when you're doing like original songs, like specifically.
It's like, this one's for you.
Yeah.
So awkward. Oh my god.
Is
Luckily, yeah, it was awkward at the time for sure. But
I
now I'm,
always
like,
wonder this.
Over it, like, you know, I've sang it like 1,000 times. I don't care. But at the time, it was weird when I first freshly wrote it. It was like, whoa.
Whoa.
much.
Well, because you're really putting a lot out there.
Yeah.
You know, like with a song.
Even like with covers sometimes. I was at karaoke. See, okay, we met at karaoke.
We need to talk about this because I think that there's a rule in my life, which is that all roads lead back to the fickle frog. If you're confused about that, it's because it's now called Kai Brady's and it's gone through like 1,000 name changes. But like I used to hang out there when I first moved to Halifax. It was Gatsby's. I don't know if you remember that.
I don't remember that.
It used to be called Gatsby's, and I fucking loved that place. It was much dirtier than it is now. It's just gotten cleaner over the years, and it's still pretty dirty.
Honestly, I haven't
Not
been
dirty,
back.
like just, you know what I mean, like dive bar, you know, like how any bar is dirty, really. But Gatsby's was my jam, and then Fickle Frog became my jam, and we would go. My group of friends would go every Tuesday after trivia, which we did at Rock Bottom across the street. So like
Yes.
almost every single Tuesday. There was a couple times that we wouldn't, but like for a while there, it was like a solid year of like going every single Tuesday across the street. And we would hang out during karaoke. We wouldn't always do karaoke. But I specifically remember, like you, I do remember you.
I remember you too.
Because you would go belt out songs and like, because you hung out with the theater kids, right?
I did hang out with the theater kids. Yes.
The cool kids, as they say.
Well,
the kids that I would want to hang out with.
yeah,
truly.
they were really cool. I enjoyed them quite a bit.
Right?
But yeah, one of those theater kids, this is what we're looping back to.
Love this.
Sang "You Ought to Know" to somebody that had just broken up with them, like literally directly to their face, just like, I want
you to know.
It was literally Glee. It was so funny. It was like, I will never forget this moment. It was just too much and not enough at the same time.
What? And they did it just full tilt, like didn't care.
Did not care.
Like no remorse.
Pointing and everything.
Really?
With this man that had broken up with them. It was the best thing I've ever seen in my whole life. I will never forget it.
That's wild.
That's the Fickle Frog karaoke for you. I miss those days.
I really miss those days because those days were like, I was actually fun back then.
You're still fun.
I'm still fun, but I'm so tired is the thing.
Like, I'm in my 30s, karaoke on a Tuesday, not as fun, but, you know.
No, it's just like, I don't know. The fucking fall from, I swear to God, 32 to 34, biggest fall in terms of energy and just like, just feeling older. Like, actually, like, my body hurts more now and I can't move as well as I used to. And like, I have no energy and I don't stay out as late. Like, I used to be a 5 a.m.er.
What?
I used to like stay up real fucking
5
late.
a.m.
Really? Are you late night, early morning? What kind of person are you? When's your glory time?
Like mid-afternoon. I'm a mid-afternoon person. I hate the morning. I hate late at night. Yeah.
Okay, so what time would you like if it was just like a standard day? What time would you go to bed?
Like midnight.
Really?
Reluctantly.
That's good though. That's where I want to get. Midnight would be much better than 1 or 2 a.m., which is what I typically do now.
Oh my God.
It's bad.
That sounds awful.
You guys.
But in all fairness, I go to bed earlier, but I don't get to sleep. I usually scroll on the phone for an hour.
Yeah, I do a TikTok scroll for sure. I love TikTok.
TikTok is such a pit.
It's just like a never-ending stream of everything you love and hate at the same time.
Right? It's so addicting. And you're on TikTok, right?
I am on TikTok.
And you post songs on there.
I do, yeah. I post music on there on occasion. Mainly it's just awkward, cringy, gay TikTok.
As long as you hashtag it, you're fine.
Oh yeah.
Just
awkward, cringy, gay TikToks. Hashtag.
As long as you know that and you hashtag it so that you can get those views. Because that's what you need. I am like just so number one, like you're so crazy talented. And I guess, I mean, I want to get right into it, but I guess we should start with the assumptions segment. Because I think the assumptions will you will answer my questions during the assumptions segment. Don't punch me in the face. Ow! So I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
What I assume about you based on what I know, which isn't that much. We've only really hung out really that one time that we went for drinks.
Yeah.
In person.
Yeah.
And like obviously through Sarah and through like social media and stuff, but like I don't really know Jade that well. But based on your talent, one of my assumptions about you is that this is something that came early for you in life. So were you always a singer? Was this something that you were blessed with at a really young age? Because it seems like it's just this like very natural, came easy to you, no bueno, like you're just a natural talent. So tell me, is that true? Are you a natural talent or not?
I think so.
Yay!
You're right.
That was a trap in me being like, Jade, just brag about yourself.
Oh, I'm horrible at that. No, I'm better at being self-deprecating. But I will tell you that my mom is a singer. So when I was in the womb, I would kick to the beat, apparently.
No way!
Yes.
In the womb.
In the womb. Rhythmic. Rhythmic womb kicking.
So she would listen to music and you would kick along?
My mom's a singer, so she's in bands.
Oh, shit.
Like, while pregnant with me.
So she's a singer.
Yeah.
So you've got this kind of from her, do you think?
Yeah, definitely. And my dad, too, for sure.
Oh.
Both my parents are very musical.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
My dad plays guitar and my mom sings.
Oh my gosh. And were there like parents? Like does this go way back or is it just with your parents?
Yeah, my mom's mom was also a singer.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty deep.
Pretty deep rooted.
Deep rooted, yeah.
Deep rooted talent.
Yeah, I just always grew up around music. Like it's been a part of everything with me, for sure.
And when did you discover singing specifically? Like, was it very, very young?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really remember. I remember singing with my mom's band when I was 8, singing Torn by Natalie Imbruglia. Yes! And just being very into it, like going, yeah! Just a lot of hand gestures and being very awkward. But I was I've always loved music. Always. As long as I can remember, I was singing and annoying people in the classroom, like singing random Avril Lavigne songs.
Oh my gosh, Avril. The best.
Yeah.
The Let Go era. So influential.
That's why I'm gay.
Is it?
Probably.
Have you been following her recently? Because
No.
she's still kicking around doing stuff. I don't know if she's putting out new music or what, but she's like dating.
I saw a TikTok of
dating
hers.
someone, like someone famous, some mod son guy. I think he's mod son on Instagram, but that's not really his name. I just know people based on their Instagram usernames. It's just like how I know him. But she's like, you know how it's like trendy now? It's trendy now for these women, hot women, to be with these like grungy skater guys.
I think it's always been trendy.
Really? I feel like
in the early 2000s, remember when Hillary Duff was dating like one of the people from Good Charlotte?
Yes, Joel Madden.
You know.
My husband.
Your husband? Oh.
Well, back then I was obsessed with him and just like wanted him to be my husband.
But yeah, I feel like that's always been a thing. Like these grungy, gross dudes always have the hottest girlfriends, and you're like,
women.
why?
I don't know. My first boyfriend was a skater boy. I wouldn't say that he was grungy or gross, but like he was that like punky skater boy. And I feel like it's a phase that never leaves you if you've been in it, which I was heavily.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm so sorry. So sorry. Someone get her help.
I need to blink once for help, blink twice for
Blink
I'm okay.
182.
Blink when
Sorry, that's awful. It's a terrible joke.
Yeah. Avril Lavigne. What other like early influences did you have like when you started discovering music?
I was obsessed with Christina Aguilera. Like her album Stripped, I think, was very influential on like my vocal style. Like Christina Aguilera, just like, because we were at karaoke and I sang Fighter.
Yes, you
that?
did, and it was so good.
And that song was very influential on me. Like just like the rock, but like R&B, style. I just really loved that.
That whole era of Christina was the best era. X-Tina. What am I talking about? Yeah, it's X-Tina.
It was great. She was just like, I'm nasty and I love it.
I love
yes, girl.
And I love that like people were just like, she's dancing in piss, and like it was just like people were really mean about the dirty music video.
But it was great.
It was so great.
Everything about that era was great.
Yeah, so great. I still adore her. She's so talented.
She's so talented.
She's a little bitchy, but you know.
Who wasn't? Aren't we all?
But I think that's just like, she's like a diva. She's a true diva.
Yeah.
Yes. I can, yeah, because when you did that growl, I don't know if it was that song or a different song we did at karaoke, that there was a growl moment. Like,
I love a growl.
Yeah. It was so good.
Sarah doesn't know.
Okay.
I can't do it. I don't do well with bird noises.
Was any of this taught to you? Did you take vocal lessons? Like, or were you just literally just always a really good singer? And was there any training?
I've never taken a vocal lesson in my entire life.
Fuck's sakes. Jesus fucking
You didn't
Christ.
want to hear that. I'm so sorry.
Oh my gosh. Do you think good singers can be made?
Absolutely.
Okay.
If you have a little bit of talent, raw talent, you can build on that so easily. But if you have none, it's a lot harder.
You can tell. Can you tell?
I know, but it's a lot harder to get to a place where you can seem like you're not talented, raw.
Yeah.
Talented.
I got you.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I feel like you can definitely build on anything.
Right.
Like, it's never going to hurt. You know what I mean?
Right.
So get those vocal lessons, kids. Do it.
I've always wanted to take a vocal lesson.
Do it.
Just because I just don't want to be tone deaf is my thing. I want to be able to carry a song and not necessarily be like the best singer ever, but like just to be on key. That's like my main thing.
Like, I feel like that can totally happen for you.
That can happen for me.
Do it. Do a vocal lesson.
Gosh, do a vocal.
Why not?
Would you ever teach vocal lessons?
No.
No?
I don't have the patience to teach anyone anything.
I would like to recommend a vocal teacher.
Yes, please do.
Her name is Katie. I don't know her last name, but she's in Halifax, and I can send over information if you'd like it. Because I took vocal lessons from her. So.
Oh, you took vocal lessons from her.
Yeah, only so I can learn how to breathe.
What do you breathe? So you could learn how to breathe.
Like when I do comedy, because sometimes I'll like say my set, but I won't breathe in between words.
Yeah.
So like the breath work we do when singing like really helped me learn where to breathe.
I could see that.
But I still suck at singing, so I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, because the breath work, I mean, I guess comedians, we're talking very fast. We're trying to get a lot of words out. It's like, you do have to be aware of the breath thing. Wow.
The whole breathing thing.
You gotta remember to breathe. Don't forget that breathing. Okay, I have another assumption about you.
Oh, you have two?
Oh, I have a couple.
Oh, jeez.
Are you someone who's very flirtatious?
Yes. Oh my God, yes. Extremely. How did you guess?
I don't know. I didn't really probe you that much for information. I didn't really probe. I was just mostly social media
flirty.
creepy.
It literally
Really?
just like comes out of me and I'm like, what did I do?
How do you flirt? What in your mind is
I like to
a good way to
roast
flirt?
people.
Okay.
That's flirting.
Make fun of them?
Yes. Like if I'm making fun of you, like I like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Usually.
Does it ever go the other way though? Do you ever roast someone so much that they assume that you don't like them and then actually that's not true. You're totally fucking right. People love to be shit on.
They do. They love
Yes!
it. Weird as fuck.
So just be mean to everyone.
It's like 5-year-old schoolyard rules. I swear to God.
Schoolyard
If you're
rules.
mean to a girl, she'll love it.
You're not wrong. You're not
It's not.
fucking wrong.
Not.
Just nag people. Just nag a lot of people. What was my other assumption? I told you, didn't I?
Yeah.
What was it? The flirty thing,
Popular in high school?
Oh, yes. Were you popular in high school? I feel like you're someone who's well liked and a lot of people don't like. Like, I feel like you're someone who could easily make a lot of friends.
I do make friends easily. I mean, I guess so. I wasn't popular in elementary school or junior high, like, at all, because I was, like, the awkward, weird kid who was, like, way too hyperactive and weird. But after that, I feel like in high school, people start to, like, mature and understand that, you know, being weird is cool. So, yes and no.
Interesting.
Because I was also gay, so it was, like, just weird.
It was weird times.
Yeah, but then I did have a lot of friends at the same time. But I always felt weird about it.
When did you, so the gay thing, that old thing, the gay thing, do we have a title already? Oh my God, that was funny. When did you kind of realize that or like embrace that? When did that happen for you? Was it really early?
Not really early, no. I probably like 14 or 15.
That's like post-puberty.
Yeah, like post-puberty for sure. Like I had, like my first relationship ever was with a girl.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute. How old?
I was like 15, 16.
That's why. Are you from a town that was?
No.
Really?
It was on the low. It was in the DL.
Oh, okay, got you.
Very
I was just gonna say because like I'm from Antigonish.
Oh.
And
I'm so sorry.
And I still to this day I feel like there was one guy who people kind of knew he was probably gay.
Yeah.
But it was never spoken about. No one said anything.
Yeah.
Like no one was like loud and proud about their sexuality. And so I find that fascinating because like I'm I'm 34, so I feel like my generation, I feel like after my generation, things started getting better.
No.
It didn't?
Not for me. Anyway.
So where are you from?
Shelburne?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Buttfuck nowhere.
Holy shit, yeah.
Just god awful. Picturesque and beautiful, but just a deep hatred underbelly of cesspool of homophobia and racism.
Is it strongly Catholic?
I mean, not too many
Or
Catholics,
religious?
but just ignorant.
Ignorant.
You know, like rural Nova Scotia, just like classic ignorant people who are like try to seem like they mean well, but really they don't.
Yes, that's huge. And it must be tough too. Like, it's like when you don't see examples of people who are
Yes.
like you, you're then like, I'll just keep this on the DL, you know? So you have to, I always have to wonder, like, who's the one person who's like, okay, fuck this small town. I'm going to go to school in Rainbow. Like, I'm going to shove it down their throats.
I was not that person. I was too scared to join the GSA because I was like, everyone's going to think I'm gay. Oh my God. No. I'm not a part of this alliance.
But you wanted to be.
But you wanted to be so bad.
You felt you couldn't.
But I felt like I couldn't.
That's
sad.
That's really, really sad. But that's small town life for you. Do you think it's any better now
I hope.
in these small towns?
I really hope. But probably not. But I hope. You know?
Yeah. That's really a shame.
Because it was just rough for me. So I can't, like, I really hope that things got better for people that are still stuck there, you know? Like, because fuck, it was rough.
Did you get bullied? Like, were people dicks?
The occasional dyke here and there.
Ah.
But other than that, meh.
Not really.
No, it was fine for the most part. People would probably talk behind my back rather than to my face because they're cowards.
Ding, 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 ding.
That's a ding moment.
You hear that, cowards? Look at her now.
Fully
She's on-
gay. Out and proud. With her shirt buttoned all the way up. Bitch.
Oh my gosh. So first relationship at 15. How long did that one last?
Like 2 years.
That's a long time at that age.
It is a long time.
That's insane.
It is insane.
Are you someone who's like always in a relationship?
Yes.
Oh.
You're like,
We got a serial monogamous here. Well, actually, no, that's not the right term. Serial.
yeah,
Is that the right term?
it is serial monogamous.
Are you someone who is monogamous?
Yes.
Monogamous? What a weird word to say. I always feel like I'm saying it wrong.
Monogamy would.
Yes!
I'm in an exclusive relationship with that tree.
So you're a one-woman gal.
I am a one-woman.
One woman at a time.
Yep.
Do they take up your whole world when you're with them?
Yes.
And you can't see anything else?
Pretty much, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I love this because I feel like we're in a day and age where like polyamory is so
Everyone is
trendy.
polyamorous, especially gay people. Like, gods.
Yeah.
Through the apps, like literally everyone's like, I'm poly. We're just like, great, I'm so happy for you, but like, that's not me.
Yeah.
Why?
There's so and it's so widely out there on the apps. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So you're not single, you're polyamorous. So that's like all we're seeing. It's like half the people.
I also feel like sometimes you could just be single. Why do you have to be like you know what I mean? Like I'm just like I think you could be single and not exclusive with anyone.
Yeah.
And then that could very well be a thing. But I feel like with polyamory, and like from what I've learned, and like I've talked to some people about this, like it really is emotional relationships with multiple people.
Yeah. It's not a choice. It's not a choice.
It's not a choice. And it's just like, my thing is like, that's crazy. That's good for you. But what is your Google Calendar like?
How do you have time?
That's my main question, is the organization of I'm in full support of this, but I want to know how you have the time to date.
Wait, do you have a job?
Yeah. What do you do?
Do you have friends?
Yeah.
Do you have hobbies? How are you scheduling all these dates with all these relationships, with all these demanding, especially if you're having like full-on relationships with multiple people.
Full-on relationships.
Like, hats off. Tiny hats off to you.
Tiny.
Because I couldn't do it. I can barely handle one.
I can barely get one. I can't even get the one to do the one.
Right? It's tragic.
It is fascinating though, but I do think that some people are wired for that, and I do also think that there's a lot of I'm gonna say fucking men out there that probably should not be monogamous and try to be, and then they just end up cheating. And, like, that's a whole thing, too, right? Like, there shouldn't be shame in being like, yeah, I don't want to be tied down to one person. That's fucking fine. Just be honest about it.
Just be honest.
As long as you're, like, honest with the other person and saying, like, this is how I love.
Yeah.
How do you love? Like, and then if everyone is honest, no one gets fucked over. That's just kind of how I see it. But I don't know.
No, I agree. But I also think that some people get themselves into situations where it's just like completely, it's just drama.
So much drama.
Even like polyamorous people are like, yeah, I'm gonna be polyamorous. It's fine, but like, is it always fine? Because not everybody involved is fine with it. I feel like getting that equal footing or the equal needs met, would be very tricky, and it's probably very rare that it's fully equal. It might be close to it, but rare that it is fully equal.
I feel like most relationships aren't equal.
Totally.
Is that a hot take? Are most relationships not equal? Like, even ones that look healthy, someone's kind of caring a bit more than the other. Am I right?
That's a hot take, more. Bro.
Is it a hot take?
Yeah, I don't know.
I truly feel that way.
No, you're right. My mom always tells me the key to happiness is dating someone that likes you a little bit more than you like them.
Yeah.
And that, I feel like, is true.
Well, they'll never leave you. So there's that. So people with anxious attachment styles probably do that a lot.
Probably. Can I get a whoop whoop?
Right? I do feel like, if someone thinks they can do it all better, they will not be as invested. But if they don't think they can do better than you, they will not leave you.
Yeah.
You could do anything to them and they will not leave you.
Yeah.
Because they will just be like, no.
Which is also bad.
We're just toxic.
Yeah.
I feel like most relationships are toxic.
Hot take.
I honestly know. And maybe this is 10 years single. Okay, this is interesting though, because I'm 10 years single. You are very newly single.
Yes.
And you are out of a relationship that has been for 3 years, right?
Yeah.
So, like, how are you feeling right now? This is fresh. This is not. You're very recently single.
I am.
How are you feeling about things?
I'm good now. I was not okay.
No?
No.
How do you deal with heartbreak? What's heartbroken Jade
typically
like?
I'm just like, whatever, on to the next. But this was like really difficult for me because it was like I was very invested in this person, you know?
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I should go to therapy because like I need to not talk to my friends about all this stuff and exhaust them. And it really helped just getting like an unbiased opinion on the situation.
Ooh.
And it was just really good to help me process. Like, I'm still obviously processing it all.
Mm-hmm.
Because like when you have like a life with someone and you're living with them and you have like animals together and you're like very invested, it's like it's a whole other thing processing the separation than just like dating them. Do you mean?
Yes.
So yeah, definitely having that unbiased opinion and being able to talk it over really helped.
Did they give you did you do a lot of therapy after the breakup? Did it continue or was it just kind of initially?
It was like a month, like 6 weeks.
That's pretty good.
Therapy, yeah. It really helped quite a bit. I would recommend that. If you're going through a breakup, get therapy. But also just like if you're a human on Earth, get therapy.
Get therapy in general. We're big fans of therapy overall.
We are. It's just a good idea. Like just like to check in with yourself and
it's so good. And you're right because your friends will probably tell you what you want to hear.
And I don't need to hear that.
You don't.
No.
And also, if they don't tell you what you want to hear, you might get mad at them and that might make the friendship weird. Whereas a therapist, that's what you're paying them to do.
Exactly.
So they're going to tell you the real shit.
Make my friendships not weird.
Yes. They're the friend you can yell at.
Yes.
And then pay them. So
here's some money.
Jade, I will be your therapist.
Oh, really?
It's $150.
I mean, yeah.
An hour.
But also for free.
But then I don't want to make our friendship weird.
That's fine. I'm an Aquarius.
It's already weird.
Everything's weird.
Do your friends ever call you out on your shit? Like when they see, because here's the thing. I posted a TikTok recently that was essentially just talking about like when something doesn't work out, you can't go into victimhood and why me? I must not be good enough. That like you have to look at your habits and your patterns of behavior that are making you get to these situations. And really it's taking accountability. And a lot of people are like, well, there's some situations where, you know, oh, a boyfriend cheats on the girlfriend, poor girlfriend, boyfriend's an asshole. How is she at all accountable in this?
Yeah.
But it's this weird thing of like control where you go, okay, like what exactly did I learn from this? And it's like tangible things that you can take literally on with you, which I think is like so helpful.
Yeah.
It's like taking accountability. So it's like, even if you feel like this wasn't my fault, there's probably still some things you could learn from.
Yeah, 100%.
relationships.
There's always fault on both sides.
Right?
Even when something like as extreme as cheating happens, like there's always something going on both sides.
I totally
agree.
agree.
Ever wants to address that, but it's true.
It's true. Yes. Was this breakup messy? Was it like was it a mutual breakup or a messy one?
It was messy. It was mutual at first. I was probably the driving force at first, honestly. But then after I don't know, had some sort of like panicked moment where I was like, oh my God, my entire life is crumbling. Please take me back. And then I was like, you know what? I should probably talk to somebody about this. Because I was so serious about the breakup initially. And then I just completely changed my mind. I was like 180, which is unlike me. Like usually when I make a decision, like this is a decision because I'm usually very indecisive. So I'm like, I made this decision. It's happening. So going back on it was just like, it was a wake-up call for me. Like, there's something wrong. So.
Oh, fuck. And are you still in touch?
No. I sent in a voicemail about this.
Yes, that's right.
We tried to be friends.
You tried and it didn't work. Why didn't it work? Because I love this conversation about exes being friends. Was there someone had lingering feelings? Was it you who had the feelings? Was it them? Someone had lingering feelings, right? That has to be the reason.
Yeah, like I invited her out with my friends and she was just acting weird and I don't know, just like possessive and possibly jealous maybe. And I was just like, but you know, we're trying to be friends. Why are you acting like this? So I was just like, we should probably not hang out anymore. Let's not do that. And now we don't.
But are you like still on good terms?
I mean, I wish her the best.
Right. Oh.
If that's good terms.
Ooh.
Is that?
I feel like whenever someone says that,
It's like bless your heart.
It's like the thing that we're supposed to say, but it's just truly so like,
is it petty?
Like good fucking luck with your life. Like, can we change it to that?
Yeah.
Good fucking luck with your life.
Good luck, ma'am. Have fun.
Like I wish you that like it's just that phrase is so triggering to me because I do feel like when we're like trying to find closure ourselves from the situation. So like we say, you know, I do wish them well. And it's like, well, do ya? Do you really wish them well?
But I really do. But
Okay,
like,
good.
I feel like for the most part, people don't. They're just saying
For the
it to
most
be
part,
like,
they don't.
pour salt in the wound kind of
Oh
thing,
my
right? But for
gosh.
me, no, I want to put polysporin on the wound.
But like, what is your go-to coping strategy other than therapy, which is so like healthy and amazing, for heartbreak? Songwriting? Is
1000%.
songwriting in there?
Songwriting is usually the first thing I do. The only thing I did up until this last breakup would be to process it through like just writing
I have
music.
a deep question for you because I'm fascinated, like in terms of singers and songwriters. Are you ever scared that if you ever get truly happy in life, you won't write good songs?
Yes.
Really?
Terrified.
Yeah,
'Cause
this
I've been
is totally a
content
thing. This
in
is
my
totally
life.
a thing.
The entire pandemic, I was content, I would say.
Really?
I didn't write the entire time. One song. But it wasn't even about my breakup. It was about a friend's breakup.
Interesting.
Yeah. So when I'm content, like when I'm happy, I'll write songs. Like really happy, like fresh relationship, I'll write lots of songs because I'm like, oh, I like them. Let's do it. But then after that, when I'm just like in the content relationship period, I feel very uninspired.
There's no songs about
Just
just
that.
like meh. Being
Right?
meh with someone. It's
Right?
always about like the honeymoon phase or the I hate you phase.
Yes.
There's nothing about like that mundane in between. Like I'm just
like
happy
most of
and stable,
relationships and
right?
most of life.
Yeah, Most of life isn't, they actually say, well, I don't know who they are and why they matter. I heard somewhere that like when you're actually like kind of bored and calm and not really talking about your partner, that's like the healthiest relationship because they're not causing you stress, but they're also like not exciting you so much that you're like idealizing them.
Yes. I read somewhere that butterflies are a bad sign.
Butterflies are bad, apparently.
Yes. And I'm scared of butterflies, like actual butterflies. So that's like, it's a physical and emotional thing.
Wait. You're scared of butterflies?
I'm scared of butterflies. It's true.
Why?
My dad took me to like a butterfly exhibit when I was really young, and it freaked me the fuck out.
I
like
actually
one of those ones where like the butterflies are like chilling.
Totally agree with you. And as I called you out, I had to look in myself and go, Sarah, you're not perfect in this. You also had a moment in butterfly exhibit.
Moths are gross. Like moths are gross and scary.
They are.
No one ever acknowledges that, but it's true.
Have you ever seen one of those big Luna moths that are like the green ones?
The ones that haunt my nightmares?
Oh, God. Yes. Yeah, they're terrifying. What I don't like about butterflies is like they're so beautiful, but they're still a bug. They could still fly and land on you.
Yeah.
And like, that's what I don't like. Just stay the fuck away from me.
Hey, producer Sarah here. A butterfly is never going to hurt you.
There are poisonous butterflies.
Not in
Are there
Nova
poisonous
Scotia.
Butterflies?
Yes, they exist.
Not in Halifax.
Ooh,
Like in
we gotta-
Australia.
We gotta fact check
But
this
not
for
here.
the intro. We need to look up if there's poisonous butterflies at all in our vicinity.
Well, I mean, they could always end up in our vicinity. They could ship in a banana box or something. You know, like that happens.
Do you want to know something funny? So about butterflies, literally, my mom and my sister are literally, and I shit you not, they are raising monarch butterflies in their gardens right now. They planted specific like flowers for them to like feed on, and like they have like the little caterpillars, and like they're like essentially like documenting the whole thing. They love butterflies.
To me, that's like building webs for black widows to come to. Building homes for spiders. Like,
do you not like all bugs? Is that it?
no, I don't. I'm not a big fan of bugs.
Who the fuck is? Who the fuck is?
I know who is. That one guy on the public service announcement that they had when we were kids. He's like, my thing is bugs. Him.
Oh
He
my
likes bugs.
god, that guy!
My
And then
thing
it's like,
is-
my thing is raptor noises. That guy? Yes. Fuck that guy.
I
know what he's
don't
talking
know
about.
what you guys are talking about.
You obviously
at
were
all.
deep into Canadian public television in the 90s. Because we
Holy
were.
shit. I don't know what's going on here. That's wild. I can't believe that I triggered such a point in you. Butterflies? This is like a trauma thing.
It is fully a trauma thing.
That's wild. Okay, so yeah, okay,
But
butterflies.
we were talking about emotional butterflies.
But butterflies in your stomach.
Yes.
But here's my thing. And like I feel like this is something that like you have to accept as you get older, which is like you can't always go for the bad people that like excite you. And it's just like I know I have to get there, but they just don't turn me on as much.
That says a lot about you. But like but also same.
It
I don't know. We should we group therapy? Groupon?
I do wish that there could be a way to go to therapy with a friend and be like, we're going to pay for the full hour. She gets 30 minutes and I get 30 minutes. Wait, what's half of 150? I could afford that.
75?
Yeah, I could probably do that.
Yeah, I have ADHD and I just did mental math.
Do you actually have ADHD?
I'm pretty sure I do.
Yeah.
I'm like 90. You see, like
Same
you were
as me.
saying earlier with the gun to your head, do you have ADHD or not? Yes.
Interesting. Because I feel like so many women just go on with their lives with this
Yeah.
and they never seek treatment, which is so crazy.
It is fully crazy.
Isn't it? What else is wrong with you? Do you got anxiety? What do we got? What's your cocktail of mental illness? We all have one. What is it? 1 shot of depression, 2 shots of anxiety. I feel like everyone has a cocktail.
That's
Have you ever met someone with just one? No.
No, nobody has just one.
No.
There's always a cocktail.
There's always a cocktail.
I definitely get anxious about things. Like I get anxious about going on stage, which is so weird. Because
That
I'm
is
on
very
stage all
weird.
the time, but like performance anxiety is a lot. Like I get it every single time. It could be like 5 people, and I'd be like, You know what I mean?
Really?
It's bizarre.
How do you deal with nerves? Do you ever take Ativan?
No.
I hear that Ativan is good for performers, but I don't know if music is like comedy in the sense.
Like hardcore?
Ativan?
Yeah.
Not really. It's just a pill.
I thought it was addictive.
It's a pill that it essentially stops your adrenaline.
Oh.
But I truly think that if you're nervous before going up, that's probably a good thing because you can probably channel it into a good performance.
Totally.
Like, have you ever been so nervous that you fucked up?
Probably.
Like, choked on stage? Have you?
No, I've never like ran off stage or anything.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, I mess up like any other human does for sure. Like I missed this chord or I forgot this lyric or whatever. But for the most part, once I'm actually up there, it's fine. It's the build up.
It's the build up to it. Ugh.
I'm just like so freak. And like the talking in between songs, like I am such an awkward taco. And people laugh. And I'm like, is it because I'm funny or because you feel bad for me?
Oh, that's you.
I feel the same when I do comedy.
I feel like there's a lot of parallels with like music and comedy for sure.
Literally all the parallels.
Like, but I think the thing with music is I feel like the mess ups in music are slightly less noticeable than they are with stand up.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Because not everybody really knows what's going on with music. Whereas with comedy, people can like follow your train of thought. And if your train of thought is off the rails,
yes,
then people notice.
Yeah. And people will notice if you just go, so the thing about I just messed that joke up, guys. On to the next one. Like, it's just
But like in the same way that people notice when you forget the lyrics, I find.
Yeah.
Especially if you're doing like a cover song, and it's like,
ooh. Now I'm just fascinated now with like singer-songwriter stuff. Do you ever forget the lyrics to your own songs?
yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Not as often as with cover songs, but it's happened.
Right. That's crazy.
It is crazy. It's like, I wrote this.
Who
wrote this?
But I guess it would be like
Me.
remembering a joke that you wrote.
Yeah.
Except most of our jokes, most jokes are a little shorter. Like, we don't write like 4-minute long jokes unless we're like storyteller comics kind of thing. But like, yeah, that's wild actually. I never really thought of it that way, that you really had to remember everything.
Everything. There's a lot of pressure too. Otherwise, people are like, not into it.
Not into it. But would they know, do you think? When you mess up a lyric on stage, what do you do to recover from that?
It's usually like I'm singing the wrong verse and I'm like, oh, this is the second verse.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm either clever enough to remember, okay, I'll sing the first verse on this as the second verse, or I'm just going to repeat the same verse. That's usually how I'll play it off. The best of my abilities anyway.
That's a good way to do it. Do you have a highlight in your, like, in all the shows that in your music journey? Is there a moment that sticks out to you as like, this was the best moment for me as a singer?
That's a great question. I don't know. I've had a lot of really great moments. Like, I really enjoyed I did a video with Classified. I don't know if you ever saw it. It was, apparently they played it on Much Music, back when Much Music was the thing.
Hell yeah.
It was Powerless. It was like an acoustic version.
Oh,
with
shit.
like it was like a choir of Halifax musicians, and I was invited to be in the choir, and that was really cool.
And you're in the video?
I'm on the video.
Oh, we're gonna have to put
acoustic.
We're gonna have to put a little clip in somehow, or a still image or something.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. That was really fun.
Do you have any music videos?
I don't.
Okay. Oh, well, okay. Let's say that you won money. You won
Made of money.
a shit ton of money to like fund a music video. What song of yours would you pick? And do you have a vision? Because I literally, when I hear songs, I picture the music video.
I'm not like that. Like, I have no idea. Like,
Really?
I'm not a visual thinker at all.
Really?
I was talking about this with like other musical friends. And they were
Shit.
like, you should hire someone to be a visual thinker for you, because I'm like, I have no idea. Like, I couldn't even.
So you couldn't necessarily like, but even when like, for example, like you have that like image of the church with Damned, like did you think of, like, you thought of that? That's kind of visual.
I mean, I guess that's true. Yeah, I was thinking of damned church.
Damned. It
Damn
could be
church things.
It could be in a church. Maybe the music video is in a church.
Yeah. I think if I had somebody to bounce my ideas off of, I could think of a music video concept.
You could.
But
Be so
on my
fun.
own, no, good luck.
Really? But that'd be so fun. Oh my God. I would love to be part of a music video.
Oh, why are you pitching this to me now?
Just saying. But you have to give me a
Sarah's
love
like,
interest.
I want to be a video girl.
Give me a love interest, please.
Okay, I'll work on that.
That's the only way they'd be interested. Like, it's part of a video. We'll pretend. We'll pretend, Sarah. Okay, so we have another segment. Dun, 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 dun. Jade, are you ready to rant about something? I need to rant.
I am ready to rant about something.
Okay.
I'm so ready.
What is your rant?
So my rant is about men in the music industry. They get away with murder, with the bare minimum. There is a photo of Beyonce and Ed Sheeran performing, and she is wearing this amazing art piece. You know, like she's looking like Beyonce. And Ed Sheeran is standing next to her wearing this thrifted t-shirt and dirty jeans. And it's just a great metaphor for women in pop music versus men in pop music. Like they strum their acoustic guitar, they sing their songs, and women have to be perfect looking. They have to have this amazing live performance. They have to be on it constantly.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I love Ed Sheeran. I'm using him as an example. But he just stands there and sings his songs, and people are like, yes, give me more. Give me all of it. But people say Beyonce is overrated. And it's like, Beyonce's giving us everything.
Oh,
And Ed Sheeran is king of giving us nothing.
Oh, shit. Oh, damn. That's a good rant. That's a good rant.
Thank you.
You're so right, though. But I feel like it's even broader than music. I feel like it could be just in general in life.
1,000%.
In terms of, because are you speaking mostly about the appearance pressures?
Yes.
Is that mostly? Yeah.
But it's also just everything to do with a woman's art and her, like, everyone assesses pop music in eras, right? So, like,
Yeah.
in my opinion, I'm using Ed Sheeran again as an example. His duets album, we would call that a flop era, right? Because do you even know about his duets album?
What's the single from that one?
Exactly. Exactly. Nobody even knows this album, but nobody ever talks about it. Whereas, like, if Katy Perry has an album and it doesn't perform well,
It's
everyone's
Witness.
like,
Oh,
flop
shit.
era. Exactly. Everyone's like, flop era, Witness. And there's like 20 BuzzFeed articles about it. 20 BuzzFeed articles about it.
Yeah,
Whereas there's no BuzzFeed articles about Ed Sheeran's flop era.
Oh my God,
What
you're
is that
so
about?
Well, I mean, I think this could come back to like scarcity complex. There's probably still not as many women in music as men. It's still male dominated. Would you say? It's getting
Not pop
close.
music.
Not pop
We're
music,
talking
no.
about pop music? Absolutely not. But a lot of genres, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I think women are just pressured to be perfect all the time.
All the time.
With no matter what that they do. And men are praised for just trying.
Like,
you know?
It's always a man who knows 4 chords. He knows 4 chords on the acoustic guitar, and he's saying Beyonce's overrated. Beyonce.
So the thing with Beyonce, I don't necessarily agree that she's overrated. She's just I've never had like a crazy connection to her. I don't know
Really?
what it is, but maybe I just haven't like dove in enough to like her music. That could be it.
As somebody who like analyzes musicianship quite a bit,
Ooh.
she has an amazing range. One of the best ranges in pop music.
Yes.
Her vocal tone is unparalleled. Her music in general, like her visual, her artistic style with every single album that she puts so much effort into what she's putting into the world.
Yeah.
Ed Sheeran does not. He does not. All of his albums sound the same, and he gets more Grammys probably
Yeah.
per album than she does.
Yeah, and what you said about the eras thing, I do think you're right. There's probably more pressure on women to reinvent.
Yes.
And to stay relevant.
Yes.
And to stay, and with men, it's just like, okay, what you wore a different kind of hoodie. You wore a button-up shirt instead of a t-shirt. Ooh.
Really? It's so true.
But what do we do to change that? Like, that's kind of my thing. I'm just like, how do we put that standard on men? That same standard.
Or
what do we do to do that?
Remove the standard from women rather than putting the standard on men.
I think you see that though. I mean, I think an example of that might be Alicia Keys.
Yeah.
Who she shocked the world when she didn't wear makeup to like an award show.
True.
You know, and that was her going, nah, I reject this.
Yeah.
And
which I love.
But there's still not as many women like that. There's not as many people doing stuff like that. Because not as many people
would be accepting of that.
Exactly.
With Alicia Keys, it's like, oh, okay. Sure.
And even still, when she did that, it wasn't just Alicia Keys is amazing and she won an award. It was, she didn't wear makeup. She is brave.
Think of the children.
That was like, I heard something on a podcast that was like, women are brave when they don't wear makeup or if they're like overweight and wear a bathing suit. Whereas like men like are brave if they like run into a burning building. Like, it's just like, but we're just like, oh, we didn't wear eyeliner today. We're brave.
So brave. Someone write a novel about me.
That is such an interesting hot take. Do you like, is music something that you're seriously going for to be like as a full-time singer? Is that like your goal, your dream?
I would love that.
Yeah.
I love music.
Yeah.
That's what I love to do. And it would be nice.
Yeah.
For sure. But it's not like the be all end all. Like, I'm fine if I'm not a full-time musician.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm happy with the way things are now.
Right.
Doing music as much as possible.
Yeah.
Like, especially coming off of the pandemic of not doing music at all for like a year and a half.
Suck.
So right now I'm just like, I'm good. I'm quite happy with it. But
yeah,
it is what I love to do, and like I haven't loved anything more.
It's your creative outlet.
Absolutely.
Do you get tired? Because you work a full-time job? Full-time?
Yeah.
And then you do a lot of shows and stuff in addition to that.
Yeah.
So do you ever get burnt out? Or do you just ride that adrenaline to the end, you know? Like,
I definitely do get burnt out. Like some weekends I'm like, okay, time for bed.
Yeah.
Time to go to bed. But for the most part, no, I do actually ride the adrenaline. Like, I just love performing.
I can't imagine the adrenaline you must feel performing music to a crowd. Because even with stand-up, it's just like, oh, I just said a line and they laughed. Oh my God, I'm a god.
I can't even imagine that. See, that would be amazing.
What? This is what I find so interesting. Because like musicians are like, I can't do what you do, and we're like, we can't do what you do, and it's just like they're very similar things, very different, I guess, in terms of like what it actually is.
Yeah.
But it's like two different kinds of vulnerability, I guess.
Yeah.
Because like with a song, you put so much love into it.
Yeah.
And you pour your heart into the song, you write it. But the process of this is the difference. The process of you writing the song isn't seen on stage.
True.
Whereas with comedy, comedians are constantly writing on stage. Like they might try a joke, it doesn't quite work, so they rearrange it and they do it again another night. They do something different. So a lot of us are actually writing on the stage.
Oh, wow.
And so you're seeing our drafts. You're seeing, you know, the premise that you're not sure of is if it's funny, so you just throw it out there to see. Yeah. Whereas with a song, it's like, you know, when you're done a song, you're pretty much done a song, right?
Yeah.
You can kind of change it up or like do different things with it.
Yeah.
But it's like, you're like, this is ready for the stage now. I'm going to take it there.
Totally. Yeah, if you write a song like years and then you're performing it over years, it definitely does evolve. But yeah, for the most part, like it is what it is.
It is what it is. It is. How long does it take for you to complete a whole song?
Sometimes it's like 20 minutes.
Really?
And then sometimes it's like several days. Or
really?
months. Like I started writing a song like right after the breakup. I wrote a song about like anticipating what therapy would be like, and I just finished it like a couple weeks ago.
Oh my God, I love this.
That's a weirdly long time to be writing a song, obviously. For me, usually it's like 30 minutes max.
Really?
It just comes out. Yeah.
That like.
Can we, if I thought of this sooner, I could have said, let's write a song right now. I would fucking love to write a song. Can we do this somehow?
Yes.
Or why don't we finish the episode?
Okay.
We'll finish the episode. And I mean, if you're down to hang out still,
I'll
we
write
could do like a little bonus.
Let's do it.
A little bonus episode where we try to write a song.
Oh,
Can we actually do this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, because this is and I swear to God, I'm gonna get off this soon. I'm just so fascinated by like songwriters, but like, do you consider yourself someone who is, when you write a song, do you hear melody first or do you hear lyrics? Like what comes to you right away? Is it lyrics or melody?
Lyrics, for sure.
Lyrics.
I'll usually get like a word that I find fascinating stuck in my head, and then I'll like write around that.
Ooh.
Like recently I thought of the word vices, and I just like wrote a song around the word vices.
And do you like look into the meaning of the word?
Yeah.
And like how that like manifests in your life kind of thing?
Yeah.
That's really, really cool.
That's been how I've done it recently, for sure.
I really
love. I love that process of just like overanalyzing words and the various meanings that they have, and then eventually I'll start playing chords and just like make it make sense.
I'm like so obsessed with like all of the components of how a song comes together. I think it's like so magical. One of my favorite things is I'm a big Taylor Swift fan. How do you feel about Taylor Swift?
She's my Jesus.
Thank God. Thank God. I was like, if Jade is like, so this bitch kind of sucks.
No, this bitch runs my life. She's the reason I'm mentally ill. I love her.
Here's the thing, Jade. I don't get people who don't love her. I actually don't understand them because I go, have you listened to Folklore and Evermore?
Have you listened to it? Listen to it and then tell me you don't like her. Then tell me she's mediocre. Then tell me she's not the best songwriter of all time. Then tell me. Tell me. Then. No, literally, no. Preaching to the choir. Preaching to the choir.
I feel like the people who don't like her just have this, I don't know, they either didn't like one of her earlier songs or something. And she's like an artist who's constantly evolving and doing different styles and stuff too. You have to fucking, if you're a fan of music,
you have to appreciate that.
you have to appreciate that. I truly believe that.
She is not Ed Sheeran. She
No.
is ever evolving.
No, she's the better. Yeah, she's no Ed. I love the Ed Sheeran hate so
sorry.
much.
I actually
it's so
love Ed Sheeran.
But he is. Let me think of a metaphor for this. You go to McDonald's. McDonald's is consistent. You get the same. McNuggets never change. They're the same.
Yes.
But Taylor Swift is like
A&W.
Is A&W different?
Yeah, they're always evolving.
Are they? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, they got the Beyond Meat burger.
Yeah.
They're doing new things. Yeah, that's a good metaphor.
They're like a
You could say
gourmet-
Taylor Swift is kind of like the ice cream machine at McDonald's because that's also ever evolving. You never know if it's not working though.
She's always working, so no, it's a bad metaphor. That bitch is always working.
What is... Now I feel like we have to dive into this. So if she is your Jesus...
Yeah.
What's your favorite album, if you had to pick one? Desert Island, Taylor Swift album.
This is really hard. This is like choosing between children. This is Sophie's choice for me.
It's really hard for me too. I don't know if I have an answer.
I mean,
I could maybe say my top three.
Yeah, top three.
What's your top three?
Okay, Speak Now.
Really? Number one?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
1989.
Yeah, of course.
And Folklore, honestly.
I would go 1989. 3, eh?
3. Just 3. She has many albums. Good luck. They're all great.
This is tough because I have such a connection to Red, but I have an even stronger connection to Reputation, which is one of her critically worst. Like, people don't like Reputation.
Flop era.
It's supposed to be. It's still a banger, I think.
It's a banger. I love it.
I think it's 1989 Reputation and Evermore for me.
I like Evermore.
I like
Folklore?
Evermore.
That's
So
an unpopular opinion.
Here's the thing. I have to defend this every time I say it. Folklore is a better cohesive album.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, just the song Exile alone should make that album win it for me because it's the best thing I ever heard.
I agree.
But Evermore has more songs that I enjoy overall on the album.
Yes.
I enjoy more songs, even though I might not be like passionate.
Yes.
Like they're not all Exiles.
Right.
But to me, Exile is the standout of Folklore, maybe.
Really? That's
I'm trying
interesting.
to think of what other songs are on there. I mean, I should know.
Betty, which is like a gay anthem for me.
It is, but I'm an August bitch.
Oh, you're an August bitch?
I am, because I've been the other woman. So that song hits me in my feels like nothing else.
I see that.
That gives me Call Your Girlfriend by Robin vibes.
Oh my God, yes.
Right?
I hadn't even thought of that.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. It is. I mean, Betty's great too.
Yeah.
But I just personally, I love August more.
I love August too.
It's all fucking good.
It's all good.
Like this is the thing. Taylor Swift songs are like Jurassic Park movies. They're all good.
They are all good.
Some are better than others. But they're all fucking good, okay? I hate people who complain about dinosaur movies. Can you go fuck yourself? Seriously, you're watching a movie with dinosaurs.
That's a quote. I hate people who complain about dinosaur movies.
Because I'm just like, oh, Jurassic Park 3 wasn't as good. It's like, you're watching a movie with T-Rexes and Velociraptors, and you're going, oh, the plot is a little thin. Oh, I hate that.
You're not watching it for the plot. You're not watching porn for the plot. You're not watching Jurassic Park movies for the plot.
Sarah watches porn for the plot.
Porn for the plot.
Do you really?
Yeah, it's a great plot.
What is the plot, Sarah? A man comes in with a pizza box and his dick is in
It depends
the
on the porn you watch.
Okay, well, yeah. What?
I will say,
It's really interesting.
I don't want too much plot in my porn, but I do want a scenario. I think.
What kind of scenario?
One of my favorite scenarios is like just a doctor's appointment that goes sexy.
A doctor's appointment that goes sexy? That's my nightmare.
What?
First of all, I hate doctor's appointments. So it going sexy, goodbye.
I love
I'm
doctor
out.
porn. I don't know what it is. I recently matched with a doctor or a med student on Hinge, and I messaged him instantly like a little beta bitch. I usually don't do that. I usually don't message first. I hate it. But I was like, he's a doctor. Message.
I need medical advice. Help me.
It's deep in here. That's one of my favorites. I'm trying to think of other scenarios I like. I like just anything that's like fuck the babysitter. Love those types. Because it's like naughty and kind of taboo.
Yeah.
No? Not into the babysitter stuff? Really? All right. Well, this is judgment hour now.
Porn, Sarah, you're the one who admits you like plot. Tell me.
I do like plot. It depends on the porn.
Explain.
I don't like a babysitter plot because I think that's kind of weird.
Do you think that's weirder than like
Oh yeah, no,
stepsister, stepdaughter?
No.
That's like teetering the same
I
kind
like-
of category.
Like office porn,
Okay, I like that.
a boss.
We're getting work done.
It's
So
like, yes.
boss with worker.
Yeah,
So that's kind of a power dynamic.
Yeah.
It's kind of similar to the babysitter stuff.
yeah,
It's not too far off if you think about it.
that's true.
the job that Sarah and I met at. I dated my boss, sort of.
Did you really?
I wouldn't say he was your boss.
It wasn't really
He was like barely your boss. He was just someone who trained you.
Yeah.
So
So briefly.
did anything happen at work?
No.
Okay.
Hell no.
I always wonder about that. Because I think that's kind of hot too, hooking up at work. Or hooking up in a situation that you shouldn't hook up in.
Yeah, sneaky porn.
Sneaky, yes.
Except that sometimes it's kind of weird because it's like, obviously this, you're fucking next to your parents. That would never happen.
That's weird.
Certain scenarios, maybe.
I do like the we need to be quiet. Oh, here's one that I love. I love how we're just getting ran. I like fully clothed porn. Where there's like no nudity.
Like-
where it's like quickies, like where there's like no time to take off
Like-
the clothes.
Dry humping?
No, like it's definitely sex, but like say the girl's like in a skirt and she just doesn't take her skirt off.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
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 I seen it happen in a
Yeah.
library once.
You see in real life?
Yeah, that was kind of weird. Anyway.
Wait, what? Okay, sorry. We need to. What's this story?
I was just at the Bedford Library and I just saw people fucking. No big deal.
Bedford?
Yeah.
In Bedford?
That's no big deal.
That's like a suburb of Halifax. What are suburban people fucking in a library for?
Because it's really quiet there. I don't know.
Holy shit, this derailed so far.
So sorry.
That
Sorry,
I don't
guys.
even know where it went. Because first, how did we get to porn? We were talking about Taylor Swift. Oh, I compared Jurassic Park movies, and then we compared that to porn.
Right.
And then we have now exposed Sarah as a voyeur in a Bedford library. Great. I'm glad we're all on the same page now.
Oh my god.
Okay, you gotta say what you like in porn now. I just admitted like 3 of mine. Do you watch it? Oh, it's a dumb question.
Everybody watches porn.
I do. I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of like one of those lesbians that watches gay porn.
Oh yeah, I've heard that a lot. What's with that? Can you explain
lesbian
this?
porn is like, it's very like performative, like it's very much for the male gaze. Like everybody has long fingernails.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watch lesbian porn sometimes. I'm just like, this isn't real.
It's too much.
This
It's
can't
not real.
this can't be how it
You're
goes
not
down.
Gay. Stop
Okay,
pretending.
Can I ask a dumb straight girl question?
Please.
And I'm asking this. I'm truly asking this because I'm legitimately curious. Is scissoring at all a thing that happens regularly?
I think for some people it does.
Okay, thank God. Because like I love watching that.
Of course you do. It's not for me.
Okay, fair. I feel like most lesbians say that, but I'm glad that you said that it's a thing that can
It's a thing that can
because I feel like something came out like in the past couple of years where people go scissoring isn't a thing and porn lies to you, and I'm always just curious with that because I'm like, is that
I feel like for the most part, no.
right?
I don't think people typically gravitate towards it because it is incredibly awkward.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess it would be. Yeah. Yeah.
Like just like let's mash bits together and see what happens. Like
a,
no.
a jigsaw puzzle.
That sounds almost
That,
painful.
like-
Literally Jigsaw, like from Saw, the trilogy. Puzzle.
He's just all into scissoring. He's like, come on, come here.
Still claim it for some weird fucking reason.
Right? What is that about? Nobody does it, but we're doing it.
Because, okay, my thing with porn is like I do watch a lot of lesbian porn, but it's mostly because I just don't want to watch 20 minutes of blowjobs in straight porn. I don't care about, I don't want to see someone sucking a dick. Not interested.
Okay.
Not when I'm watching the porn. I'll do it. But like I don't want to
You don't
watch
want
it.
to watch it.
It's not for me. So that's part of why I love lesbian porn, because I'm like, there's no dicks in here. It's just women getting pleased, and that's what I want to see.
Right?
You know?
That's totally fair.
Right?
I feel like most people just watch the woman.
yeah.
Even straight people.
I mean,
straight women are like, yes.
yeah.
Get
Is
it
she
clean.
having fun?
Is she having fun? That's what I care about.
Cause I don't ever have fun because I fuck straight men. So so it's nice. It's nice to see a woman having fun. It's nice.
That's the title of the video. Stacy's having fun.
Stacy's having fun. I am
Stacey's
jealous
fun.
of Stacy. Oh my gosh. So Taylor Swift.
We're back to that. Yeah, that was a huge derail.
Wow. Okay, so I'm so glad to hear that you're a fan of Taylor Swift.
I'm a Swiftie.
I really want to do a live event that's album listen parties live on stage and get commentators, and I'll count you in for this if you're in.
Please, yes.
Get commentators, so we'll play each, like, so for example, when she re-releases Red,
Yes.
we could do a listening party on stage where we play each track and then we have a quick discussion about it.
Can I be invited?
Yes! But we want it, yeah. And if you know any other like public facing Swifties,
Yeah.
like any performers, other performers, or
Yeah.
really
I
like,
know several.
yeah, that could do that. I would love to make that happen because I think that would be fun. Because I mean, I guess her albums always come out at like midnight, though. That would be kind of tricky. But we could do it like the next night. Or
Yeah, we can do it the
something.
next night. We can all
Yeah.
pretend like we didn't hear it.
I truly, and the other idea I have, tell me what you think about this, is I'd love to do a Taylor Swift themed drag show.
Yes.
Because if I were to ever do hyper drag, I would totally do it for like that type because I'd want to do Cruel Summer because that's my jam.
I love that.
That's
I
my
would be
jam.
so down.
Right?
I recently got invited to do a drag king show.
Oh shit!
My drag name would be ZZ Bottom.
I love that. Are you gonna do it?
Probably.
Gonna be a drag king?
I want to.
You should.
I really should.
If you need any help with like contouring or makeup or anything, I could help you with
I
that.
would love that. That would be great.
I just want to do it now.
You want to put makeup on me now?
Chisel because you got good cheekbones already.
Oh,
but if you just chiseled them, oof, woof, woof. That's interesting. Because like for me, I would want to just do hyper. I would just want to be more feminine.
Yeah.
Which like I don't know. I mean, I think that's a thing in the drag world. Like
No,
women,
for sure.
women just being
Bio queens.
Is it? That's what it's called, bio queen.
Yeah. That's
It's not hyper. What's hyper
Do you
drag?
watch RuPaul's Drag Race?
I don't, but I don't watch anything.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a problem.
that's problematic.
I know I want to do a supercut now of all the times this has come up on the podcast because it's come up a lot. The RuPaul thing. I don't watch shows anymore.
That's fair. I stopped watching TV pretty recently.
Did you?
But RuPaul
Oh,
is something I will always watch. Like, I will make time for it. I will prioritize it.
I think if I had a roommate that was watching it, I would easily start watching it.
Yeah.
I think if I lived with someone who watched more TV,
Yeah.
I would watch more TV. But because I'm on Crave, I'm on Netflix, like I'm on all these like, and I'm paying way too much for all of them, mind you.
Not real.
And it's like, yeah, I don't know. I at the end of the day, I'm just scrolling TikTok. I'm just like, oh, little micro videos is what I want.
Little serotonin boost.
Yes.
Rather than investing in a whole.
Yes.
That's totally fair.
Right? That's all my brain can take. But okay, we have another segment though. I'm excited to get to this one. So do you have an unpopular opinion? Don't hate me for this, but it's time for an unpopular opinion.
I'm not sure
Which
how
is-
unpopular it is, but yes.
Let's hear it.
Fergie is underrated.
Ooh, yeah. Okay. Defend yourself.
Fergie's moment in pop culture history was the biggest. She was the moment. 2006 to 2008.
Is that clumsy era?
Yes,
London Bridge era?
London Bridges. Okay, her solo album, her only solo album, to my knowledge, The Duchess. There were 5 top 5 singles on it. She was like the first person to do that. She like held the record.
Really?
So, Fergalicious, London Bridges, Clumsy. There's more. There's 2 more. There's 2 more.
3 of 5. That's pretty good.
There's more.
Wait, there's gonna be more. Hang on. 1 moment, please. Fergie. Let's see. So this is the Duchess.
Oh, Big Girls Don't Cry.
Yes.
What's the 5th one?
Glamorous.
Glamorous with Ludacris.
So Glamorous, Big Girls Don't Cry.
A lot of spelling. A lot of spelling.
London Bridge, Clumsy, and Fergalicious.
Yes. That album was everything. And she was in the Black Eyed Peas, and she was amazing in the Black Eyed Peas. But people make fun of her now because, like, she did that really bad national anthem thing.
Right.
She peed herself on stage, apparently.
I was gonna mention that, but you want to know what? Sometimes you sneeze or something happens down there and you can't help it.
Yeah, but also she was on meth, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. Well, sometimes you make mistakes.
She was on meth.
People are allowed to make mistakes.
People are allowed to make mistakes. But people don't talk about that. Like, they reflect on eras. Like, people talk about Gwen Stefani and how, like, amazing she was all the time. But nobody ever talks about Fergie. Like, nobody talks about it anymore. But she was amazing.
Yeah. You know what? And really good singer.
Really good singer.
Because if you remember all those times in like Black Eyed Peas songs where she would just belt it.
Yes.
And yes. Because, like, the Black Eyed Peas era, like, that, Rock Your Body, what other songs were there during that time? It was after when they first came out with like Where Is the Love
Yes.
and all of that.
My Humps.
Yeah. My
And
humps.
What was the Elephant Business? Everything that was on that album. It was just amazing. My humps was a big one. For sure.
Don't funk with my heart.
Don't funk with my heart. Thank
One of
you.
my favorites, the song "Shut Up."
Shut up.
So good.
Oh my god.
Don't lie.
You would love that song.
Don't lie.
What does that mean? Shut up, just shut
She
up,
sings
shut
it
up.
to the mirror every
Shut
day.
up, just shut up, shut up. It's so good.
It is so good.
You know what? You're right. I would say I agree with this unpopular opinion.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's some, but she hasn't done much since then, eh?
No.
What's that bitch doing?
She is doing nothing.
I hope that she's recovering
Queen
from
of doing
meth.
nothing. But she doesn't have to. She is forever iconic in pop culture history. I think The Duchess is one of the best pop albums of all time. I believe that.
Ooh.
And nobody just ever talks about it anymore. But it's very good.
Can I throw another one to you?
Please.
Who I also think is severely criminally underrated is Miss Carly Rae Jepsen. Yeah.
So true. It was like it's the 10-year anniversary of Call Me
It
Maybe.
is the 10-year anniversary.
And people don't call
Me
anybody
Maybe.
anymore.
That's wild.
Isn't that insane? So do you know of the Jepsen effect? Or is it Jepsen effect? So there's this theory that someone wrote about all Carly Rae Jepsen songs. Even though they are poppy and dancey and happy sounding, they are actually all deeply heartbreaking. Because if you actually look at what she writes about, it's all about like longing for someone, wanting to run away with someone. It's never about having someone,
That's true.
which is why I love her so much. Because she's like a sad girl and a pop star.
Relatable.
But like the music is so good,
It's a bop.
right?
It's a sad bop.
Sad bop. This guy went he was essentially just like, here are all these like sub themes, like and at least every Carly Rae Jepsen song has at least one of these themes, and it was insane. Like he made like a whole chart about it, and it's legit. It's legit. She has yet to write about being in a happy
Because people
relationship.
don't write about being happy. They don't. Nobody's
don't.
like, I'm happy and content. Let me write a song. Like, no.
So, and then this was
You
the
write a
thing
song
with,
to cope with how sad and angry you are.
this was the thing with Taylor Swift though, when she wrote Folklore and Evermore, and even Lover, like because she was with Joe.
Yeah.
During those eras, and she wrote from other people's experiences.
Yeah.
That's fascinating. Writing from, do you ever like have a friend be like, that's not what really happened? Like they'll hear a song that you wrote about them, and then they go, fact check, that didn't happen that way.
No.
No?
God.
Good.
No.
I guess because it's your perspective of what happened, of
Yeah.
of
I
someone
always
else's
tell them, like,
relationship.
I've sort of inputted my, weaving in my life into your life in a way. Like, it's not always 100% from their perspective, for sure.
Interesting. Like you're like seeing yourself in their shoes,
Absolutely.
kind of. That's
Like, I wrote
so cool.
the only song I wrote during the pandemic was about my friend's pandemic breakup. But then I ended up going through my own pandemic breakup like 3 months later. So it ended up being extremely relevant, and a lot of it ended up making sense because it was like I was writing from my perspective too. It was just a future perspective.
Oh, that's really cool.
And sad, but cool.
But beautiful that you have this outlet. When did you write your first song? How old were you?
I was 15. Yeah, it was really bad.
50. Was this was the girl breakup? The girl that you dated for 2 years?
No, that would have been when we just first started dating. So no.
Not quite.
No. But no, I think that one was about a boy. Unfortunately.
Those things.
Ew.
I know.
I dated men for so long. Like I had a
Did you really?
The first person I ever dated was a girl, and then I dated men for like 7 years.
Oh shit.
I, like
7 years of bad luck. Did you break a mirror before you dated men?
I probably did. Clearly I did. That's what I did to deserve that.
And was that straight 7 years, just guys?
Yeah.
Oh shit. How'd that go for you?
Horrible. It was not fun.
What made it not fun? Like what stuck out to you as this really isn't for me?
I think just after
Thanks.
several failed relationships and just not feeling the same, I was just like, I was very convinced I was bisexual, and I really definitely was not. but I convinced myself that I was.
Right.
I would just like to say something.
Please.
One time we were walking to get wine when we were hanging out with Ben,
Oh, God.
and you were like, "Fuck dicks, I like vaginas."
Was that
And I
the
was like,
official?
Okay, Jade. And then you had like this whole thing how you like
Is this when I was
vaginas.
dating a man?
Yeah, and so I was like, she's not gonna be on men much longer. I feel like, and I was like, Jade, do you just like girls? You're like, probably. And it was this whole thing. So that's how I knew that you were a lesbian and not bisexual.
Oh, you knew before me. Clearly. Oh my God. They could have saved me years of heartbreak and confusion if you had just said, Jade, come on.
And
what are you doing?
When did that like realization happen? Like where you went, I'm not actually bi, I am a lesbian. Like what?
It was in the middle of like my most recent relationship. I was like, I just realized that. Have you ever heard of compulsory heterosexuality?
No, tell me about this though, please.
There's like a lesbian master doc about this on the internet. Yes. It's wild. So basically, it's just like this theory that you are performing as liking men because you seek male validation or whatever, you know, certain circumstances make you feel this way, societal pressure, whatever. And then sort of unlearning that.
Oh,
Makes
okay.
you realize
So it's
who
more
you
about
actually are.
validation.
Yeah, probably.
Is this a fancy way of saying daddy issues?
Probably. I think it's fancy daddy issues. It's a daddy issues and a bow tie.
That's what's it called again?
Compulsory heterosexuality.
Essentially, I've been taught that I need to please men and be with men because of environment and the media and all of these things, right? Is that essentially what it is?
Essentially, yeah.
That's pressures. We're giving into what society has essentially told us. That's interesting, though. So did you actually have a moment where you went, I am done with men? Like,
Yeah.
was there a specific moment?
Totally.
Yeah.
I was just like, it's done. Dicks are done. Goodbye, dicks forever.
Dicks are done. That's a good title, too. Was there an actual, this is what I always wonder about, like, these, like, realizations about, like, sexuality and stuff. Do you actually have a coming out process for every time you reach these realizations? Like, where you tell people, everyone?
Maybe not everyone, but the important people.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Not everybody knows in my life that I'm like fully lesbo for life, for sure.
Right.
But it doesn't really matter. Does that make sense?
That totally makes sense. Because I do feel like being queer
Yeah.
is such like a nice warm umbrella
Yeah.
that you can just like be yourself under.
Yes.
And then it really doesn't matter what happens within that, because you're just like, I'm just me and I'm just loving whoever I want to love.
Totally.
You know?
That's
Fuck
incredibly
yeah.
true.
Yes. Such a like I've recently been like, I think I'm demisexual, and it feels weird being under that rainbow where I'm just like, I just like to like people.
Yeah.
But it is technically on the asexuality spectrum.
Yeah.
But like I just don't feel cool enough for it. But that's
I
just
think
me.
you're cool enough for it.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome to the rainbow.
Oh, it's so nice and colorful here. I loves it. I love it so much. So what do you look forward to? Like you went through a heartbreak, you've learned things, you're having fun right now. What's the plan for the future? Are you looking for something steady? Are you just like having fun being your single self currently?
As someone who like gravitates towards being in a relationship, there's part of me that wants to be in something steady, but I also know that that's probably not the best course of action right now.
That's smart.
I feel like I need to like continue to process what's going on and just like do me.
Are you someone who loves yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do love
Because you
myself.
mentioned being self-deprecating.
I can be, but
Yeah.
I think overall I'm okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't love myself. I have lukewarm feelings about myself. But every once in a while I'm like, yes, I'm feeling my oats. My roommate will be like, she's delusional. And I'm like, yes, I am. I'm hot shit. I'm a model. I'll do my makeup and I'll be like, I'm a model. Someone
You
give me
are.
a contract. And then my roommate will be like,
Well,
she's delusional.
People in your life gotta keep you humble.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yep.
But I do think that like, yeah, we have to embrace like feeling ourselves more.
Yes.
You know?
Absolutely.
Like that was something I did notice about like your social media. I was like, you do seem very confident. And do you find that confidence is, I mean, you mentioned getting nervous before you go on stage, but like, is it challenging for you to like maintain confidence, or does it just come naturally to you because you're so awesome?
That's so nice of you to call me awesome.
You are so awesome.
It does not come naturally to me. I have to convince myself I'm awesome. I really do.
Do you do like affirmations or anything? Affirmations are really hot right now.
They are hot right now. They're so hot right now. I don't do like audible affirmations, but I don't think negative thoughts. Like I keep them out as much as I can. Like I'm not the kind of person that's like, oh, I look fat. Like I don't ever say that.
Ooh.
Ever. But I'm not like the thinnest person on earth. I wouldn't say that either. But I'm like, I don't ever make negative comments about my body out loud.
That is so important.
Ever. Because I know that if I did, I would be a sad being.
Well, yeah, we are our own biggest critics and bullies.
Yeah. So I try to stay away from that because that's a dark place. I'm good.
But like, do you feel it? Like, I feel like when you're insecure, you should still embrace feeling insecure. Because like, if you ignore that, I don't know. That can be, but it's the thoughts and the speaking out loud negative self-talk to yourself, which I think is so dangerous.
It's so dangerous.
Like, it's okay to not feel yourself every day. Yeah.
I feel like if you're saying it, you believe it.
Yeah.
Which is like, it's like negative affirmations if you're doing that.
Yep. No, you're not wrong. Do you have a stage before you go on stage? I mean, because being a performer, you not only have to be concerned about like how you're feeling in yourself, but like you are showing yourself to like a crowd of people. Do you have any like rituals to like get yourself in that zone of like Beyonce mode?
Beyonce mode.
Like
Sasha
confidence.
Fierce.
Sasha. Yeah. Yes. Do you have an alter ego?
Jade Bennet.
That's totally who she is. That's totally who she is. Oh my gosh.
No, I don't. I just take a second to breathe and like think or not think about anything. Usually before a show, I just need to be alone. And like if it's a really important show, I get super bitchy, and everybody around me just needs to like not talk to me. If it's a really important show.
How bitchy? I want to know. Like, is it like
So
diva?
bitchy.
Diva? Does your diva come out?
No, I'm just like rude. I'm just like sarcastic and like just bitchy. And I always apologize afterwards. I'm like, I'm really sorry that I was bitchy, but I was just nervous. And then the other person's usually like, that's fine.
That is fair. Any type of high pressure situation, I feel like, is a good time for people in your life to just go.
Yeah, it's time to back off.
That's why I hate meeting people before shows, because I get the same way. Like, I get really quiet. When someone tries to talk to me, I am shorter than usual, and like I am kind of bitchy, but I'm like, that's not me. And then afterwards I'm like, oh, hello, let's be best friends.
But even after, like, I just went through this traumatic experience of being on stage. Like, leave me alone.
Is it traumatic?
No. But
but it's a lot. It's a lot of energy.
Yes.
There's a come down period.
I need like 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Only 5?
Yeah, only 5, and then I'm good.
After a show, holy smokes! I mean, I do 7 minutes of stand up, and I'm like, I'm good for the night. Leave me alone. Like, I can't imagine like a long show, because so you do solo stuff,
Yeah.
but you're also in an '80s cover band. What's the band called?
Height Requirement.
Height Requirement. I love that name. That is
great.
such a great name.
It's a funny origin story.
Is it?
The guys used to play in a basement. So you had to be a certain height, like you had to be short enough to be able to be in the band to play in the basement.
I
Like,
love
rehearse in the
that.
basement, right?
I love that. Which, if you like, and you like doing the 80s cover songs.
I love it.
What's your favorite song to do?
Edge of 17.
Ah, of
Stevie Nicks.
course.
Love that song.
Of course you would pick that.
Yeah.
You're the type to be able to do it too. That's the thing.
That's very nice. We do a mashup of that song and Another One Bites the Dust, and it's so sick.
That is so fun.
love it.
I feel like your band would be what I would want at my wedding. I would want it to just be 80s.
Yes.
80s and 90s maybe too.
Please hire us.
Yes. I will keep your contact information for when I am 60 and maybe finally getting married
Yes.
at 60. Ugh.
I love that. And you can be my minister or whatever at my wedding.
Yes.
Yeah, when I'm 60.
Do you want to get married? Is that something that's
Is this a proposal?
You were so smooth about that. That was so fucking smooth. You are a flirt. Oh my god.
I really am.
Wow.
I'm so sorry.
That's actually a great. Yeah, I actually did say it. Like, do you want to get married? But is marriage something that you want in your life?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I want kids. Like, I don't know. I'm good, probably. But I think marriage would be cool.
I think so too. I care more about marriage than kids, I think.
Yeah.
I think I get more sad thinking that I'll never be married versus I'll never have a kid. I don't know. It's a weird thing. And I don't know why that is. But I also don't think, what about like, how do you feel about weddings? Like, would you want like a wedding? Or would you want to just like do something basic and simple?
I would definitely want basic, but then I also want to have a big party because like I want my family to be able to get drunk and like have fun.
I want a party too.
I want a party, but I want the ceremony to be like low key and cheap because I'm low key and cheap.
Right? Oh my god, yeah. Yeah. Things change as you get older. It's weird. You realize like what's important. Like weddings for me, I always wanted the big wedding, big shebang. And then now I'm just like, I just want a quick ceremony with like just some really close people and that's it.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I would want. So
I'd also be down for
interesting.
eloping. Like fuck everything.
Yes,
else.
eloping would be, because really, well, what eloping is saying is like, we're just making this about us and fuck y'all. You know, like, really, like, that's how it should be. We shouldn't be worried about what floral arrangement your second cousin would want to see on a table.
Fuck that second cousin.
Right? I know.
Like, it's my wedding, bitch.
I know. I do want to wear a wedding dress, though, at some point in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could go to Frenchie's and just do that. Just go try on wedding dress.
We can make this dream come true pretty quick, Sarah.
Sorry, I'm a snorter.
She's a snorter. I do think it'd be so fun to do a mock bachelorette party for like single people.
Yes.
So like pick a night for a single, and you don't count, Sarah, because you're happily in a relationship.
Can I please be a part of this?
You can be part of it, but you can't be the main.
I don't want to be the main event. I just want to be a part of something.
It's like, please invite me. I'm sorry, I have a boyfriend. God.
And I think like we literally make it like we pick a fake name for the. Oh, actually no, it can be the same name, but we make up a name of the fiance, and we go out and try to get like free drinks from people because it's a bachelorette party.
I love that.
Right?
Let's do that.
I would like to do that. Yes.
Maybe in like a
I'd
strange
like to do that.
city just to add an extra
I'm
element.
actually engaged, so
Oh yeah, we could do an
it wouldn't
actual
have to be a lie.
bachelorette
We can do like a fake pre-bachelorette party before my bachelorette party.
When did you get engaged?
2 years ago?
Bitch, get married already. What you waiting for?
I don't know.
We'll wait for Sarah's Intoxicated episode for this.
That's hilarious.
But oh my gosh, I think we're gonna wrap on this episode, but I think we should do a bonus episode if you're down.
Yeah.
To do. Are you gonna write a song?
Let's do it.
I think we set the timer to 30 minutes.
Okay.
And we try to write a song
I'm into it.
in 30 minutes. So stay tuned for that. But Jade Bennett, hey, is there anything that you want to say to the world, because the whole world is listening, that we haven't touched on?
I mean, listen to my song Damned.
Please listen to Damned.
Please
It
do
is
that.
such a jam.
And also my song August that is on streaming services.
Oh, I need to listen to August.
You haven't heard August?
I need to listen to your version of August. I did actually see August on there. I will listen.
You need to listen to it. You would like it. It's Taylor Swift vibes.
Is it summery?
It's summery.
Okay. I'm going to get it in. I feel like Damned is a very fall song.
It is a very
It's like sultry and dark,
yes.
but like that's why I love it.
Yeah, because you're like, I'm sultry and dark.
Yes, bitch. Please follow Jade too. What's your Instagram?
At Bennett Jade on Instagram. TikTok is at Jade Bennett with 2 A's.
Yes, TikTok and on
2
that
A's,
talk.
2 N's, 2 T's, bitch.
Do it. Do
And,
it.
Yeah.
And look Jade up on Spotify and stream all of her stuff.
Yeah, Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer. Does
Deezer.
anyone use Deezer?
I don't even know what that is. I know my podcast is on Deezer, but I don't even really know what it is.
I don't think anyone does.
what's the best, this is actually a good question to end it on. What's the best way, like if someone wants to support a local singer, musician, band, is Spotify a good place to go to do that? Or are there better options?
The best thing to do would be to go buy their album on Bandcamp or something like that.
Yes, that's the ideal, right?
Of the streaming services, I think Spotify is like the worst. I think Apple Music pays slightly more. Amazon might be up there.
Okay.
Deezer might be up there. But I know Spotify is absolutely the bottom of the barrel worst in terms of like how much you make off of a stream. It's like less than a penny or something crazy.
Buy full albums if you can. Go to live shows. Buy tickets to live shows. Follow local musicians. Like one thing I love is that like I'm starting to discover so many more local bands and musicians from like reaching out to get music.
Yeah.
That I'm like, holy shit, I'm actually like really loving this and like discovering people and stuff, and that needs to be done. So you gotta stream Jade's. Maybe we'll play August on this episode.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, let's play August as the feature song on this one.
And
oh my gosh, Jade, it was a pleasure.
thank you for having me. It was so fun.
You're such a talented human being. I'm so jealous of your talent. And you're gonna go far no matter what you do. I love you to death. Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you.
You get to ring the bell. Make it special. Woo!
Don't you dare say you love me too soon. You do. You get seen and
Thank you for listening to the Intoxicated Podcast. If you enjoyed this week's episode, make sure you subscribe on whatever podcast app you use and leave a rating or review on Apple Podcasts. You can also give us a follow on Facebook and Instagram at Intoxicated Podcast and check out our video episodes on the Intoxicated YouTube channel. Until next week, feel hard and talk hard.
when I'll be down.
Intoxicated Podcast is hosted and produced by Sarah McClellan, co-produced by Sarah Nicole, and brought to you by the messiness of life.